Here's something strange. Imagine taking every human on Earth and lining them up. Eventually, you would notice something weird. People can look incredibly different. Hair, eyes, height. But one difference stands out immediately. Skin. And that's strange, because humans are one species. Dogs have breeds, cats have breeds, but humans don't. So why did our skin end up looking so different? And the weirdest part? The answer isn't because some humans were designed differently. It might be because humans accidentally changed color. If you go back far enough, far before countries, far before history, there's a strange possibility. Humans may have looked much more similar than today. And for a long time, our ancestors probably lived in places with very strong sunlight, which created a problem. Sunlight is useful, but too much sunlight starts breaking things. Your skin, your cells, even important chemicals your body needs. So over an absurd amount of time, human bodies started solving that problem. Not consciously. Nobody said, let's become darker. Bodies that handled sunlight better simply survived more often. And one tiny molecule became surprisingly important. Melanin, which sounds technical, but imagine melanin as tiny umbrellas. Not perfect umbrellas, just enough shade to protect your body. And slowly, generation after generation, humans became darker. Not because darker is better, just because it worked there. Which sounds simple, until humans started moving. And that's where things became weird. Imagine leaving a place with intense sunlight and moving somewhere colder, cloudier, less bright. At first, nothing changes. Your skin doesn't suddenly update overnight. But after enough generations, another problem appears. Too little sunlight. Because sunlight doesn't only burn you, your body also uses it, especially to make something important, vitamin D. Which is strange, because now the thing that protected you before can start becoming inconvenient. Too much protection, less sunlight reaching your body. And suddenly, lighter skin starts becoming useful. Not prettier, not smarter, not stronger. Useful. Which creates something weird. Humans didn't become different because nature wanted variety. Humans became different because different places asked different questions. Too much sun? One solution. Too little sun? Another solution. And over thousands of years, small changes stacked, until one day, humans started looking different enough that people forgot they all came from the same species. Because if that was the whole story, the world would look cleaner. Darker near the equator, lighter far away. Done. But reality doesn't behave. People move, trade, travel, mix. And humans have been doing that for a very long time. Which means human skin isn't a map. It's more like history painted onto bodies. That's why you can't always guess where someone's family story started, because movement changes things. And something else is strange. Your skin color is controlled by surprisingly tiny biological changes. Tiny changes, visible results. Which means underneath all the colors, humans are absurdly similar. And honestly, that's one of the weirdest parts. Because when people look at skin, it feels like a huge difference. Biologically, it isn't. Think about this. If humans had evolved underground, would skin color matter? If humans lived on another planet, would we slowly change again? Probably. Which means the colors we have now might not be permanent. They might just be temporary answers. Solutions to old environments, old sunlight, old problems. And maybe that's the strangest part. People often talk about skin color like it says something deep. But in many ways, it might just be one of humanity's oldest adaptations. A long conversation between humans and the sun.
And now, I can't stop thinking about this. Thousands of years ago, people moved. The sky changed, and slowly, their bodies answered. Until today, where billions of humans wake up, look different, and almost never think about why.
If you enjoyed this strange question, subscribe, because next time, we'll look at something else that feels completely normal until we stop and ask, why?